everyone, Tracy here. It has been forever since I did a video, but I thought today I would share with you where I create at camp. So this is our camp. Well, this isn't our camp. This is my craft room at camp. I'm lucky enough, can you believe it, to have a craft room at camp. And this might be even bigger than the one I have at home, actually. But we're at camp right now. We bought this camp, cottage, cabin, lake house, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I think it was last year. And last year we more or less worked on clearing everything out of here and bringing our stuff in. And then this summer we worked on outdoor planters. My husband made a whole bunch of planter boxes. And we used to own the camp next door. I'll let you see that just a second. That's not a very good picture of it, but we used to own this camp next door to where we are now. It was my husband's family's camp, and we bought it off of them. And then we bought this one here next door, and my daughter and her husband bought our old camp. And I just love it so much because the grandkids can come over, the kids can come over, and we're right next door to each other. And if you hear that noise, that's my husband. We had a thunderstorm, and he's just back dragging the driveway and that so it can, to get rid of all the ruts in the road. I don't know if I can find him. He's probably gone. Yeah. Oh, he's working on my daughter's place, I think. He's working on theirs. No, he isn't. He's coming up right now. He's in his little loader. He's coming up right now. Okay, so I got off topic, which I usually do. So I will show you where I craft. So this is like the little sunroom area over here. It's messy, but living room, kitchen, and then a little eating area. And then this is just a pocket door, so I could close it if I want. I don't. I leave it open the whole time. And this here, this is kind of like our guest room as well. My husband teases me and doesn't like to call it my craft room, but sorry, I have named it. It is my craft room. And this is a futon here, so when people come over, if we have extra guests, they can sleep on the futon. Or when my husband stores, this is where I end up sleeping. And then here, that is just gardening tools I keep close at hand because here is one of the side doors. Okay, so on to the craft room. So here is, this was here, this table. It was a sewing desk, sewing table. And I converted it into more or less a craft table. And I have used the sewing machine actually, and it works really well. But I keep that there because I don't sew that often. I've sewn twice, I think, here. So let me share with you, here is my desk, and when you look out, even though it's a muggy, wet day today, that's my view. Like, seriously, how freaking lucky am I? That is gorgeous out there. I've enjoyed this view for, 20-something years, 25 years now. That's how long we've been staying out at this camp or the next camp. Here's my craft desk. I have a little lamp at night, my tools. I'm working on my Fibonacci right now, trying to catch up. So I keep all my stamp stuff here. And this little table, it folds out. There's another leaf, but I like to keep it there for now just because that helps with more work area because I always take over. There's my Fibonacci. Okay, I had a neighbor come and visit. So anyway, here's my desk, and I'll just show you what is inside. And here, so I have my cutters. Oh, I have a treat. I have my cutters and a punch because I was planning on doing a project and I never got around to doing it this year. And then this one here is my glue gun and my circle cutter and just some odds and ends in there. Nothing really exciting. This one is more office supplies. So this is more, not so much crafty related, even though they are used for crafts, but because I make cards for people around the camp as well. And then here, this is my sewing machine stuff. And yes, I got some more treats in there. Shh, I have them stashed everywhere. And then here, this is just one of those units you can get. I don't know, probably I got it at Walmart maybe, but you can get it at any store. It's just one of these little units. And I have two stacked on top. See, here's the joint. And in here, I have my Spectrum Noir markers. These stay at camp except in the winter time when I bring them home and my Copics stay at home. And then here I have washi tape. And what I do here, my girlfriend Leslie showed me this, is I just put washi tape, all my washi tape on samples, so I have a little bit of everything. But when I work on my Fibonacci, I use these really skinny strips, so I keep those here. Then down here, I never cleaned this one out, but this is full of my 6x6s, and I have some journaling cards, some envelopes, some ephemera, and some stamps in there. And then, oh, we'll go beside this. These are the wall art, and I use these in my journal. I know they're supposed to put them on your wall, but they look really nice in the journal, and I got that tip from Felicia. And, ooh, the next one. This one has adhesives and my photo chopper. And adhesives can be any kind of adhesive, pop dots, double stick glue, any kind of adhesives go in there. And then this one here, this one is full of all these little pads from for my journaling, for my art journaling, and my Fobonichi, and then more stickers here. And then I have all these little pieces of ephemera in here. Anything that I like, I put in there, little loose pieces. Then down here, this is my art bin. I have all my art journaling supplies in there. Well, my travel art journaling supplies, and I should do a video on that because I used to use a little tiny one and I kind of outgrew it. So I keep them in this bigger one now. And then my Canon selfie, and then this is my sprocket is in here. And here I have some 12x12 and a cutting mat. And then I have my journals here. So that's an art journal, that's an art journal. That's a 365-day journal. Every day for 5 years, you answer the same question. Not the same question every single day, but on, say, September 15th, you answer the same question for 5 years. September 16th, you answer a different question for 5 years, just to see how your year has gone. It's quite interesting, actually. I made this one up myself. We'll get into that another time. And this is a journal that I had made, and I have my travel journal in there. Then down here, I have my inks, my Tim Holtz mini distress inks, and then these are some scrapbooking cards today samplers, and I have some of my punches there. Not too many. I didn't bring too many. I don't use that many punches out here. And then here I have my alcohol inks, some little teardrop inks, and then my jelly plate that my girlfriend Sharon got me for my birthday. I haven't been able to play with that yet. And then down there are my Delusion paints. And I think that's probably about it. But this is my craft room at camp, and I still have to decorate because the walls are blank. I wanted to do a coat of paint. These are not my choice of balances for in here. I like it more like cabiny rustic, as well as that light. And yeah, I have absolutely nothing on the wall. And I was thinking, see that fishing rod there, my husband? That's my husband's old one, and he doesn't want it anymore, so I wanted to put it up and maybe hang some pictures from it or something. And I think that is about it. So thank you everybody for joining me, and life is better at the cottage right now. That is so true. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a very creative day today. Bye now.